طبعا ارحب بجميع الموجودين. مثل ما اعلنا بيكون اغلب الوقت الكلام بيصير باللغه الانجليزيه، لان عندنا اعضاء كثيرين يعني يشكلون ما يقرب من 20% من اعضاء الغرفه يتكلمون الانجليزيه كلغه اولى، فقلنا يجب ان نعطيهم بعد تشانس. فاغلب اللقاء راح يكون باللغه الانجليزيه على اساس توضيح الامور الى الجماعات اللي يمكن لا تجيد اللغه العربيه. I welcome everybody here. I have to first advise you that we are the election committee. We are not the management or the board of the Chamber of Commerce. We are willing to take, basically, this is the election committee. We are going to be responding to questions that are related to the election. What is happening with the management, what is happening with the board, that's not our business. If you want to go and ask questions, you have to ask it in the annual general meeting of the chamber. Let me put it as a basic starting point. I think now by this time we have already finished all the process of deciding who is eligible to vote. It has been finalized, and let me tell you the numbers. The number of members who are eligible to vote is 6,116. The number of votes that these people can have is 17,228. The period has already expired. We have closed that, and by now we know who is entitled to vote and what are the total number of votes that can result if everybody participates. So today we should concentrate on the voting rights, which you have already been told about, the categories, the different categories. It is all published on the website. Go back to the website of the chamber. You will find which companies are eligible to vote, what is their capital, who is the legal representative who is authorized to vote on their behalf, and how many votes they have. All this is mentioned in the website. Now, for your information, if an individual owns a company, he is the only one who is eligible to come in and vote. If it is a company and it has a board of directors, all the board of director members are eligible, and they have to choose one of them. How do we know who is chosen? It is the one who will be coming to the election day, on the election day, with the membership card of the chamber. That in itself indicates that he is the board member whose name shows in the list, and he is carrying the membership card. The candidates, I think we have published everything related to who are eligible to join the elections as a candidate. We have mentioned it in a previous press conference. There were 8 requirements. I will repeat some of them here. He should come in with an application which is signed. He should bring copy of the membership card, copy of the passport, copy of the CPR. All these should be valid, not expired. A recent photo, a recent extract of the commercial registration, and if he is representing a company, a shareholding company, he should bring a resolution from their board approving that he participates on their behalf. We have what we call iqrar. It's a statement that the candidate should sign. First, that he knows the rules, he knows what is governing this process, he agrees that he will stick to it, and then he also indicates to us that he is responsible for the data that he is submitting. If there is any fraud or any information which may come out to be wrong, he is responsible for that. He should have also a statement from the chamber indicating that all his dues to the company, to the chamber, has been paid. He should pay 200 dinars, which is a fee that is not refundable for participating in the election. One issue which we have seen yesterday, some of the companies or some of the candidates use the name of a company or some companies which are not 1 year member with the chamber. There is a minimum requirement of 1 year membership in the chamber before you can come in and say, this company wants to nominate and I'm their nominee to participate on their behalf. 1 year hold. We decide in 24 hours from the date we receive the application. If everything is in order, he will be notified within 24 hours that he has satisfied all the requirements and he is approved. If not, he will also be notified that you have not been approved, and then he can go and check what is required. He has the right to fix the documents or correct the documents or meet the requirements. But let me repeat or let me mention a very important point here. It's very important. We have a window through which everybody can come in and say, I want to participate in the election as a candidate. The last day of this window is 10th of February. On that day, at the end of 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we close the door. He cannot come back on the 11th and say, okay, I'm fixing my documents. There was a missing document. Please have this document instead. You cannot. It will be closed at 2 o'clock on the 10th. So my appeal to those who want to participate or to nominate, bring your documents, apply now as early as possible. لأهمية النقطة بذكرها مرة ثانية بالعربي. المترشحين اللي يبغون يترشحون نرجو منهم أن يترشحون بسرعة. باب الترشح يغلق تاريخ 10 الساعة 2. إذا قدمت في البداية وشفنا أن في غلط أو في أوراق ضايعة أو ناقصة، عندك وقت أن تروح وتعدل وضعك وتعدل الأوراق المطلوبة. لكن إذا جينا إلى آخر يوم وجاء شخص وقدم أوراقه واكتشفنا أن الأوراق ناقصة، ما عنده شانس يجي يوم ثاني. انتهى، يتسكر الباب، ليجلي يتسكر الباب، ما يقدر يصلح الأوراق. جاء قدم أوراق، الأوراق كانت ناقصة، أخذت اللجنة القرار بأنه لا يحق له الترشح. فرجاء اللي يبي يقدم بسرعة على أساس لا ينظر إلى آخر وقت. بالنسبة إلى موضوع the process of election on that day. It will start at 8 o'clock in the morning, it will finish at 10 o'clock at night. We will make sure that those who are inside the premises at 10 o'clock will vote. Anybody outside will not be allowed to get in. The process, in a simplified way, there are a lot of complications, a lot of details in it, but in a simplified way, the candidates are available with their supporters outside the building. They are not allowed to get into the building. Not them, not their supporters. If a candidate wants to vote, and he has the right to vote, and he may be voting on behalf of, let's say, 10 companies, he will be allowed to enter the building once. He votes for these 10 companies once. He cannot repeat coming in. Let's be very clear also. When somebody gets in, we don't want someone to use that chance to lobby for himself or to others inside the premises. That's not allowed. Let's avoid any embarrassing situation. But we are supposed to prevent any lobbying inside the building. أحب أركز هنا يوم الانتخاب الشخص اللي بيجي علشان ينتخب إذا كان هو أحد المرشحين يدخل البناية مرة واحدة فقط. عند 10 شركات يبغى يصوت عن 10 شركات، يصوت عن ال10 شركات في مرة واحدة. ما نقبل إن واحد يدخل ويطلع ويرد يدخل مرة ثانية. أثناء وجوده داخل البناية، وجوده هو أو وجود أحد المساعدين ماله، ممنوع إنه يسوي دعاية انتخابية داخل البناية. فرجاء منعا للإحراج للالتزام بهالشيء هذا، لأن قانونا ممنوع إن أي واحد يسوي دعاية انتخابية داخل المقر الانتخابي. يعني المترشحين بس اللي يدخل مرة واحدة، الباقي يقدر يدخل هذا، ولكن ما في دعاية انتخابية داخل المقر. العملية بطريقة مبسطة. I will explain it. The people who are coming in to vote, to cast their votes, will be getting into a sort of a hall, a waiting lounge. From the waiting lounge, they proceed to an area where they give their identification, whether it's the CPR or the passport, and they have to give also the membership card. That's essential. اللي يبغى يصوت لازم يجيب شغلتين وياه. يجيب عضوية الغرفة الكارد نفسه، ويجيب يا الجواز أو CPR. ولكن يكون يعني يجيب CPR أو الباسبورت، ويجيب وياه الممبرشيب كارد اوف الشركة اللي هو بيصوت عليها. That is absolutely necessary. Now when he gets in and they check all this, they will be checking in the records. Is he the man who is authorized to sign on behalf of that company? And how many votes he is entitled for? On the basis of the information available and the checking that they do, they will be issuing him with a paper indicating the name of the company, the name of the man who is, or the lady who is coming in to vote, and the number of votes that he has the right to use on a paper. He checks the information. That it is correct, we check the information that it is correct. Then he proceeds to another station. In that station, they will be doing the checking again on his ID, on his membership card, on the document that he is carrying with him that was given to him. He will then give back this document, and instead of that takes a voting document, the document which has